Willkommen bei einer neuen Folge des Suicide of Rachel Foster. Wir haben ein Zimmer gefunden. Echt creepy, in der letzten Ecke von dem Haus. Echt komisch. Jetzt haben wir eine Dose auf dem Bett und einen Schlüssel gefunden. Schauen wir mal, was da jetzt auf sich
Hear
hat.
me.
Yes.
We have to call someone. You have to get out of there right now.
No. I found a key. It's from my old music box. The one in Leonard's room.
Ja.
I'm having a hard time following.
If everything in here is Rachel's, then why is my music box's key here?
I don't know and I don't want to know. Tell you what I think? Someone could have been in your room.
It doesn't matter.
How can you be so calm?
If someone was in there, he's not here now. I need to grab the chance to figure out what the hell is going on, or went on, here.
Dose.
Yes.
Nicole, listen. I already know what you're gonna say, but please trust me. Get out of there.
Ja. Ja. Ja.
Please, you're not helping.
Okay.
You do realize you found the replica of a dead girl's bedroom. This is sick. This is
The more things get freaky, bizarre, and painful, the more I need to figure out why all of this.
We'll figure it out with the sheriff. Once you're out of there, into a safe hotel room in town. Please, just...
Listen, a bunch of strange things happened since I got here. Think about it. Phone calls on a dead line, old lipsticks that don't go bad. Leonard's notes where he says he saw a girl that's supposedly been dead for 10 years, and now this!
All good reasons to get out of there. We both agree that saving your skin is top priority, right?
I've looked over every inch of this place, and there's no one.
If it's true, you realize what that means.
What? What are you trying to tell me?
Your father... He spent years in there, in total solitude. With the weight of his family and Rachel on his conscience. He wasn't the kind of guy to just let the past slide with a shrug. You know that too.
You're joking, right? You think he did this?
Think about it. That room could be an act of love. Distorted, even morbid, but in his eyes...
Alter, der denkt,
How
dass der
dare
war.
you? My father might have had a lot of weaknesses, but surely what you're saying... Leave out that he cheated on my mom. Leave out that he fell in love with a 16-year-old, but fucking hell, don't you dare even think that! He would never have built a fucking underground shrine for a dead person.
Da war ich mir nicht mehr so
Your
sicher.
father had changed in the end. You didn't spend time with him, but I met him, and I'm telling you,
No! I don't give a shit about what you have to say.
I just want you to know that
If you don't want to help discover the truth, don't call me.
Da haben wir ja doch, die Spieluhr. Kann ich die nicht benutzen?
Asshole. How dare you? You don't know shit. You don't know fuck. Finally, a bit of peace and quiet. It'll help me clear my head without those incessant phone calls. I'm not a fucking switchboard, for fuck's sake. Okay,
Ja, jetzt
Let me
motzt du
piece
rum.
things
Vorhin
together.
warst du noch froh.
I just found out there's a room dedicated to Rachel Foster in my father's hotel. Maybe with items from her real room. Holy Jesus, that's freaky.
Ja.
Some people think she didn't commit suicide, and some even think she's still alive. I have to think it through. What concrete clues did I find? First thing, the phone call. They said Rachel isn't dead.
Ja, genau.
Then the lipstick from 10 years ago turns up, still good. And then
Genau.
My father's various notes where he says he still sees her.
Das waren die.
If that were true, it might explain the sighting by her friend here in the timberline. And now I find her retainer box, but no retainer. That room might not be a reconstruction. If Rachel didn't kill herself, Rachel could have lived here. But if she's still
Das
alive,
könnte sein.
why doesn't she tell her parents? Unless they're all in cahoots. No suicide, no timberline money. No, I'm just being paranoid.
Ja,
And then
ich bin's aber auch.
there'd be no reason for her to live in a fucking underground replica of her room. My key in the middle of Rachel's stuff. Is it a message? Where do I fit in? Are you trying to tell me something, Dad?
My music box with the hockey player. I don't think I have the guts to hear that tune again. But I must.
Do it.
The 27th of
drin.
December, 1983. The hockey finals at Missoula. Us against Cold Springs High. We won by sudden death after a 3-hour game, and I got the medal for the most number of face-offs won. According to the papers, that was the night Rachel killed herself. Coming home, Mom barely had the time to pull into the garage that I was already racing up to you, waving the medal in your face, Daddy. I was so happy. But you had other things on your mind, right? And you and Mom started fighting. Voices getting louder. That long silence when she comes down the stairs with the suitcases and Mrs. Bryce tries to stop her. Mom's car stays here, and we leave with my Uncle John's. I never found out what started that fight. Mom never wanted to talk about it. Are you trying to?
Die hat irgendwas
Daddy?
gefunden. Irgendwas. Was da gar nicht. Gütiger.
Irving,
Finally.
I'm okay.
Irving.
I was dying on this chair.
You're right. That room freaked me out.
Mhm. Kein
So,
Wunder. Das wird's mich auch.
I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of this story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor, in the attic.
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me to show them to me under another light.
Who are you talking about, Nikki?
Maybe it's my father.
Wir
In my
müssen
music
hier
box,
zurück.
I found the medal I won the night Rachel died. Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
The night
nicht
Rachel
hier.
died. Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late. I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
The storeroom.
Have you been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd better take a look before moving on.
Zwischendecke. Genau, da war was. Ich meine, die war hier irgendwo. Ja, 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 die war hier. Irgendwo hier war die. Oder? Warte mal. Fireplace through, restroom. Moment, lass mich mal Karte sehen. Fireplace through. Wo sind wir? Ballroom. Welcher Tür stehe ich gerade? Da, wo die 2 Türen sind. Im Ballroom. Oh, ich muss hinten rum. Nicht da lang. Was ist das? Der creepy Scheiß kann gleich wieder aufhören. Ja? Wir müssen hier lang. Meine ich. Hier geht's zum Empfangsbereich. Exakt. Was? Oh. Da aus. Drüber sein normalerweise. Ich meine, das war hier drüber. Zwischendecke. Oh. Total bescheuert. Genau hier. Gott. Ich wusste doch, dass die da war. Oh, und da stehen... Echt jetzt? Echt jetzt? What the fuck, Nicole? 231283. Also jetzt wird's...
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm on the mezzanine, and it's a nightmare.
There are mannequins everywhere.
Alter.
They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey
Das soll
stick.
die Ding sein.
Wait,
Dem
what the
Baby.
fuck? That's my stick.
Das soll
If
bestimmt
you're
der
listening
Vater
to
sein,
me,
wie er sie
whoever
killt.
set up this representation, I think they want to tell me that Rachel was killed?
Ja?
But why my hockey stick? Hello? Hello? Oh God, why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is a huge deal. If you can hear me, it's time to make that phone call.
Ah, ich höre was und ich möchte mich nicht großartig umdrehen und rumlaufen. Nein, das möchte ich eigentlich gar nicht.
Where are you, Nicole?
It's about time. Did you hear my messages?
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
What? Are you drunk?
Was labert der?
Keep going.
Hello? Hello, Irving.
Keep going. Keep going. Wohin? Meint er hier weiter? Wie geht's nirgends weiter? Oder? Nö. Ist ja nichts mehr. Going. Wohin? Wir müssen... Fertig. Wir müssen ganz nach oben. So wie es mir scheint. Dann in diesen komischen Westflügel. Der wozu ist. Da oder da? Das ist die Frage. Weiß nicht mehr, wo der war. Das Museum? Museum. Also war es auf der anderen Seite. Ja, da war's. Oh, ja. Wände sehen nicht mehr so knackfrisch aus. Oh, und auf einmal ist es offen. Natürlich. Will mich eigentlich komplett verarschen. Zu. Vielleicht auch besser so. Hier ist es offen. Und hier verfickt nochmal lebt jemand. Das kann mir keiner was anderes erzählen. Mixtape. Blinky Christmas. Leere Hülle. Das Out, Alter.
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
What? What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How much can you take?
What?
Every memory. Painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
What did you do, Irving?
These walls ooze with memories.
Oh my God.
The memories get into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
Der wusste
You're not with
alles.
FEMA. You... Jenkins... You never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me?
Warum sie?
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
Der hat alles gewusst.
Don't understand.
Alles.
How could you? Over the last few
Geistessichtungen.
days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past, hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night. We did it for years, day
Er
after
wusste
day
alles.
after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
Wer
Who
ist
are
er?
you, really?
I want to tell you a story. There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. But his father... oh, his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer, there shone only one star. His wonderful sister.
Das ist der
A
kleine
heavenly
Bruder.
creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told him what a free and strong man he would become one day.
Alter.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. That's what they called her at school. But I could hear her cry at night. I wanted to protect her, but I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her for real.
Der Vater.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A
Alter.
love. Simply
Was
a
geht
love.
ab?
Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much, and it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was your sister. Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
I didn't hate your sister. I was just jealous.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
What do you want from me?
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment. In that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand. As you've already begun to understand.
I want to know what you want from me.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
Krasser Scheiß, Alter. Ich find's so krass, wie der alles zusammengesucht hat, ey. Alle Beweise und was heißt Beweise, aber alles über Nicole. Dann irgendwelche Sichtungen und so um das Gelände, ja, was für ein Wetter sein würde, wenn sie zu diesem Notar muss, was sie für ein Auto hat, ja, einfach alles hat der gewusst. Ist das krass, ey. Leck mich am Arsch. Hier hoch? Keine Ahnung. Alter.
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school. I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki?
Deswegen mochte die das so.
I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets.
Das hat der vorbereitet.
You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways.
Der wusste von Irving.
We tried.
Ja, natürlich.
We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now,
Junge, Junge.
I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in
talking
the air
about?
we breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it.
Alter.
Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good. Figure out what Rachel is saying, Nikki. She's here.
Mörderin. The fuck? Lars ist Rachel. Er war besessen von ihr. 100%ig. Leer. Schlüssel, aber ein Schlüssel wohin? Wir haben ein Auto gefunden, auf jeden Fall. Ein Schlüssel gefunden zu einem, glaube, Auto, und zwar von der Mutter. Deswegen gehen wir jetzt straight zur Garage. Alter.
Hello.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her, and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
Diese letzte Tür werden wir auch öffnen. Aber, und damit entschuldige mich für diesen massiven Cliffhanger, in der nächsten Folge. Es nimmt eine ganz schöne Fahrt auf, das Ding hier. Also das mit dem Irving, Alter. Boah, bin gespannt, was da noch kommt. Jetzt verstehe ich aber ein Stück auch weit diese Zahnspange, was da immer als Dings kommt. Gerade hier, da in der Mitte, weißt du? Oh, ist das creepy, ey. Aber wir sehen es in der nächsten Folge. Vielleicht ist es die letzte, vielleicht auch nicht. Wir werden sehen. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, ihr seid bei der nächsten dabei. Nach so einem Cliffhanger müsst ihr eigentlich wieder einschalten. Ja. Boah. Bis dahin, ihr seid die Besten. Euer RobJoy.